Have you ever tried someone else's class setup and it just didn't feel or hit the same? Well, your problem may just be your settings that revolve around aiming, centering, and aim assist. So with that being said, in today's video, we are going to be doing a hand cam. Instead of seeing me, you're gonna be seeing everything that I'm doing on my controller in real time. If this video does help any of you guys out, make sure you subscribe and click that thumbs up button. Now let's get straight into these settings that you should be using. For starters, my button and stick layout are default. I have paddles in the back of my controller. I jump with this one. So every time I jump, I'm pressing this. Every time I slide or drop shot, I'm always pressing this. I never ever use the X or circle button on my controller. So that's why I just play default. For my triggers, I don't flip them. It's personal preference. If you want to do so, go right ahead. For my dead zones, I have on a 7, which is pretty much standard, and my right one is 15. So my aim's a little bit more stickier, and it makes it a little bit slower, so you can kind of just latch on to enemies like aimbot. Make sure your left and right are 100 no matter what. Left and right trigger should be 0. Anything above 0, there will be a delay. Next, we have my horizontal and vertical sensitivity, which is a 6.6. It's not too slow, it's not too fast. It is literally perfect. If you don't know what the best sensitivity is, well, I hate to tell you, there is no best. It's all personal preference, but this is a perfect starting ground. ADS sensitivity multiplier, so this is your ADS when you're aiming down sights. You have to mess with this. Do not leave this alone. Try a 0.85. Again, it will make your aiming very, very sticky. You're just gonna latch on to enemies and you're not gonna move. You shouldn't be missing any shots on a 0.85. It may take some time to get used to, but it is damn well worth it. Aim response curve type. I'm not gonna go too in depth because if you're not on dynamic, you're making the biggest mistake of your entire Call of Duty career. Play on dynamic. Next, for our aim assist settings, make sure you actually have your aim assist on. Aim assist type default is the absolute best. They nerfed Black Ops a while back. Most of the pro players play on default. They're gonna be playing on the best option possible. So that should tell you what you need to know. Next, you're gonna wanna go to your graphic settings and go to view. And the second option here is ADS field of view. You're gonna wanna play on affected. This is a very, very important setting because if you're on independent, your weapon visually it looks like it has more bounce and recoil. When you play on affected, it greatly reduces it, and it's something you're gonna notice right away. So you're gonna wanna make sure that's on affected. And then the final setting, the one I think that's most important, is in your interface settings. It's like halfway down, you're gonna see crosshair, show more, center dot, make sure this is on, and then center dot scale, make sure it is largest. So I'll take off my camera here and you could see the difference. The one on the left is what you're playing on, and the one all the way to the right is what I'm playing on. You wanna make sure that white dot is always where you think or you know an enemy will be, and this is going to increase your centering. And once you master this, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be winning so many more gunfights and staying alive much longer. Something I nearly forgot, controller vibration. Turn this off. You do not need this on. There's no reason on earth why your controller should be shaking and vibrating when you're firing the weapon. This is messing up your accuracy and you just don't know it. It may take some time to get used to, may feel weird, but it is something incredibly crucial. Now that you have the best controller settings, let's hop into some gameplay. We're gonna turn the hand cam on so you can see everything that's going on, and I'm gonna explain to the best of my ability what I'm doing. All right, another season, another hand cam video. Good Lord. I gotta keep an eye on it because last time it was freezing, if you guys remember. So again, everything we went over, we're gonna try to apply it all in this one game. So again, keep in mind, why are they spawn together? Rotational aim assist, centering. There we go. Let me make sure I'm lined up here. Okay, cool. Rotational aim assist, centering are like your two most important things in my opinion. You want to have that thick white dot on enemies at all times. It should be pointing where you think the next enemy is going to be. And you're going to have that first shot off and you're going to be good to go. That's how you win majority of your gunfights. And then rotational aim assist is making sure that you're strafing in your gunfights because it makes aim assist even more broken. That's why people complain about it in this game so much, is because it's stronger than it should be. That's why you always see the best players strafing all the time in their gunfight. They don't just stand still. Obviously, it's also to bob and weave enemies, but on top of it, there we go. calling this advanced. Boom. I want to play some small maps, so I'm constantly moving and in action. I don't want to play a small map where there's just not a lot, so that's why we're playing some shipment. Oh shit, I'm whiffing my shots badly. So yeah, if you guys are ever wondering, like, damn, dude, all these people's class setups that I use all the time, these YouTubers and whatnot, they're infinitely better when they're using rather than when I am. And that's because they have the best settings. They're all probably using very similar settings to me, minus the sensitivity. Their sensitivities will be a little bit more different, but if you want to shoot like this and you want your setups to look the same as mine, or you want them to feel the exact same, you got to make sure you're on these settings here. Holy cow. Again, default aim assist is way better than Black Ops. They nerfed it. It's no longer the best. Okay, cool. Obviously, you also want to have like really good map awareness. That's you know, besides the point, because kind of oh, I'm whiffing right now. I keep looking at my, I'm just trying to make sure I'm always recording here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Again, these paddles in the back of my controller are incredibly helpful. So I can jump, slide, and do all that while maintaining fantastic aim. Okay, cool. I gotta get in the groove of things. First game of the day. Dude, smoking out. There we go. You see how when I jumped around that corner, I was like ready to be centered on the enemy right here. Using that dot center, centered on the enemy again, boom. I was just ready for that gunfight. I'm gonna call in my EMP. I'm also using like a zero recoil build on my... I'm also using a zero recoil build on my... Nice, let me reposition here, good lord. Also, my control freaks are very, very helpful. It's something I don't talk about a lot. But if you guys go visit the website, you can actually save money by using code FRIZ. F-R-I and then ZZ. Make sure you have 2 Z's. You guys can save yourself some money on control freaks. I've been using them since 2011. Yes, they've been around that long. And they, oh shoot, they might seem a little expensive. Like what the hell, 20 bucks for some analog sticks? Well, guess what? They last for years. I actually just recently swapped out my left analog stick that I've had on for, I think, 2 to 3. And then my right analog stick, I actually can't even tell you how long it's been on that stick. It's been a very long time. Maybe close to 4 or 5 years. So they last a very long time. They're definitely worth the 20 bucks or however much they are. Look at that lasering. I'm about to get ourselves an MGB nuke here. I guess if you guys have any like questions in particular about my aim assist settings and whatever it may be, please go ahead and ask. I would love to answer them and help you guys out. But these settings I have on are incredibly crucial, man. Very crucial. Obviously, also practice makes perfect. So you want to practice doing what I'm doing. Using that big white dot in the center of my screen. Is that theirs? Oh, it's ours. Using this big white dot in the middle of my screen and just making sure it's always where you think the next enemy will be. There's our MGB. We got it. We can call in our swarm now. I'm trying to play as comfortable as possible so you guys are getting like the rawest version of me as a player here. That's why I have a weird looking camera angle right now. Like I made sure it's right where I usually have my hand. I'm using a weapon I'm incredibly comfortable with. So this is usually how I play when you see my face cam. So it's literally the exact same. Look at our swarm, I'm going nuts. Okay, let me try to like give you a good example of some rotational aim assist, because we already kind of went over the centering dot. I'm just trying to find someone that I can kind of use the... There we go. Okay, he was barely, like, he just spawned in. Okay, I can't do anything right there. But yeah, as long as you're always strafing in your gunfights, your rotational aim assist is just going to be way stronger than someone hiding on a head glitch like back there. That's why you always see... Maybe it may even happen to you where you just get absolutely zapped on a head glitch. There we go. It's because the person that's taking you off that head glitch is abusing that rotational aim assist. So they're moving left and right and the aim assist is just doing the rest of the work for them. It sounds really unfair, but that's literally just how the game is. It's catered towards casuals, so They want it to be like that. So as long as you know that, you can take advantage of such a broken mechanic in the game and use it to your advantage. All right, we got ourselves an EMP up. Let's try to keep cooking. Oh, I can't see him. I literally can't do nothing. Also, I forgot to mention, I also have that very, very low ADS sense. So when I ADS, it's so sticky. It's unreal. I can't wait to use an AR next game because that's going to be such a better showcase for me personally because I'm more of an AR player. Yeah, since my ADS sense is low, I miss little to no shots in my gunfights. I'm landing more than 50% of my shots when I'm in my gun, when I'm ADSing. It's actually unreal. Cool. And then also when I'm jumping around a corner, I know he's on a head glitch. So when I jump, I'm gonna point it right where I think they are. And that was exactly where I thought they were. Okay. We're at 100 kills on the dot. We got our nuke too. I'm happy about that. Okay. See, I'm able to jump and slide with the pedals in the back of my controller, which is incredibly helpful. This dude just took me out. Okay, I can call my... All right. My hand cam did freeze for like a second there, which is completely okay. The game's basically over. I'm just gonna go ahead and call this nuke in. We'll hop in another one. And we're gonna use an actual AR. So now that I can be a little uncomfy. So here, you guys can see my paddles and how they work. It feels so weird like tilting my wrist like this, but you guys can see how I'm using my paddles to use my movement. There we go. So yeah, you guys were able to see that a little bit, which is really nice. So again, there's the controller. My two different size control freaks help with my aim and whatnot. Final score line, 122 kills and an MGB nuke. All right, let's get to the next one, and we're gonna use an AR this time. All right, now we're gonna use an AR, which I am way more comfortable with. So we got some meat, domination. I hope what I've been saying has been helping, or at least making sense. It's just really hard to, I'm like, where's this guy at? Oh, he's on the ground. I'm like focusing on 3 things at a time. I'm making sure my hand cam doesn't freeze because it did it last time and it still is now, even after I updated it and whatnot. I'm also trying to focus on the game so we can actually play well and make sure my hands are also in the right position. So I'm looking at like I'm like just doing 3 or 4 things at the same, and I'm playing, like I'm just doing a little bit of everything. So yeah, we got ourselves an AR, which I am way more comfortable with. I think it's just so much easier to play with an AR. And once we jump around this corner, you see I'm ready for that gunfight because that's where I think an enemy's gonna be. So that's where centering comes in, and this fat white dot helps a whole lot with that. So I think that is one of the most important things of just abusing aim assist is that centering. Because if I'm looking over here, I'm like, oh shit, over there, and I'm firing, like I'm not all over the place. You got to be ready for where you believe the enemy's gonna be, and you're just set up for success when you're doing that. Then obviously, again, going back to that rotational aim assist, man, putting it all together, focusing on the centering and abusing that rotational aim assist is super important, man. So you got to make sure you're doing all that at once. Oh shoot. Well, also, oh, they're all right here. I'm just gonna wait. See, look at that, strafing, not missing a shot, bro. We got ourselves an advanced UAV up. Look at that, strafing again. There we go, strafing, not missing any shots. You also want to make sure you're on the right sensitivity, right ADS sense, so it may take you some time to figure out what works best for you. But what I have is a very good starting ground. My sense isn't too high, it's not too low. If you guys want to see me do good job, teammate. If you guys want to see me do an eye tracker so you guys can see where my eyes are looking at all times, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to do one. Oh, there's... Nice. I'm reloading. I'm close to my nuke. I don't know how close I am to this. All right, we're looking really good. Holy cow. Changing 29. Ah! I almost ate that. Oh my goodness. I gotta reload. We are literally frying right now. So yeah, after all that has been said and done, what the hell is this garbage build? Keep all that in mind now that I'm in all these gunfights. Also, movement does play a massive factor, but that, good lord, your mic is atrocious. Also, you gotta make sure your movement's on point, man. Get those snakes in. It helps you with your accuracy. Like the first few shots after snaking is literally unreal. So it really is a lot, but once you master one thing at a time, you can put it all together very easily when you're doing it all correctly. Nice. Okay, he's over there. I'm gonna reposition. Dude, we are triple capping up the wazoo. Damn, he hit me with the meanest drop shot of his entire life. Good gravy. Something else. God, I should have been using AR this whole time. I'm just way more comfortable with one. It's so much easier to make these kind of videos when I'm playing on smaller maps, because I'm always in gunfights, and you could see the repetition in my hand movements. Like, it's pretty much the same few things. YY a few times, hit him with a few snakes. You can kind of notice a pattern in how I'm moving my hands. I'm gonna call this advanced and snake this a little bit. Let's hit me with the, I got an EMP. Nice. See, when you're just and you gotta be confident, man. It doesn't matter how good another player is. Confidence is just as important as everything I've talked about in today's video. It is actually unreal. It's something I've struggled with. All last year, to be honest, because of how bad and less of a skill gap there was in MW2. So I like greatly lacked my confidence, and it made me just play really bad as a player. And it's funny because you'd think like that has nothing to do with being in game and whatnot, but it's super important. A confident player who doesn't know what the hell's going on will play way better than someone who does know what's going on, but they're not confident. You really just don't know until you play in such a unconfident way. It sounds really goofy, but I'm telling you, man, I'm playing COD for 15 years. It's a real thing. It's really goofy. At the end of the day, it really is just Call of Duty, but play with that confidence, man. Don't be afraid. I get told that all the time, and it's advice I gotta take myself. Nice. You see, I'm just pushing this like I'm just the best in the world when that's clearly not the. And I played this exact same way in ranked play. Go watch my ranked play vids, man. Oh my! Another nuke, lasering. I'm playing like I own the battlefield. Everyone in this game, they're my bitch. Everyone in this lobby, they're my bitch. All of them. You got to play with that attitude, man. I hope I can get, I don't think I'm going to get 100. I just got 2 nukes. I should have been just using a... Good gravy. What the hell? I need 17 kills. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I'm going to go ahead and call the nuke in now. There we go. We got a nuke called in. Back to just really fast games, man. We're just... Yeah, really, really quick games. I really hope these games helped you guys out. Obviously, you can just take the settings and run, but actually, I'm a visual learner, so seeing someone actually do it in game personally would help me a lot. So that's gonna wrap up the video, man. We ended up with 91 kills this match and 2 MGB nukes. Again, there's the controller. I got those paddles in the back, so I was jumping with this the entire. Every time I hit jump, it was this paddle. Every time I slid or drop shotted, it was this. Every single time. So I never touched X or circle in this entire gameplay or video. So again, this controller really does come in handy. It's gonna wrap it up. Hope this helps you out. Any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day, and I'm out. Peace. Peace.